Have you ever noticed that a room can feel different when one particular person enters?
Yes, some people bring warmth, confidence, or positive energy with them.
The studio did feel a little better when you arrived today.
Was that a compliment?
Yes, Jake. Sometimes I really am flirting with you.
I wasn't ready for such an honest answer.
Okay, enough teasing. I just wanted to make the opening a little more interesting.
And you certainly did.
But the idea behind it is important. Attraction is not only about how someone looks, it is also about how they make you feel.
So today we are asking, what actually makes someone attractive? We will look beyond perfect faces and expensive clothes.
Hi everyone, welcome to our channel, English Listening Podcast, where you can learn English naturally through interesting topics. We also made a full PDF version of this episode, so you can review the topic after watching. You can download it for free from the link in the description.
Attractive and beautiful are not exactly the same. Beauty often describes appearance. Attraction can also include your voice, energy, manners, and confidence.
The common mistake is thinking attraction needs a perfect body or face. Most people are not studying your features like a test.
They notice the full experience. Do you seem comfortable? Do you listen? Do you make the conversation easy?
Looking attractive is not about becoming someone else. It is about showing your best qualities clearly.
And sometimes the person you notice first is not even the person you find most attractive later.
Exactly. Maybe someone seems very ordinary when you first meet them, but after 10 minutes, you notice that they are funny, thoughtful, or really easy to talk to.
Or maybe they remember something you mentioned earlier and ask you about it later. That small moment can completely change how you see them.
Because now you are not only looking at them, you are experiencing what it feels like to be around them.
And that is probably why two people can look at the same person and have completely different opinions.
Right. One person says, they're so attractive, and their friend says, really? They're not my type at all.
Which shows that attraction is much more personal than we sometimes think.
Appearance may get our attention, but personality, behavior, and connection can completely change that first reaction. And sometimes attraction is built by things that seem almost too small to notice.
Like what?
Maybe someone remembers a small detail you mentioned days ago. You told them you had an important presentation, and later they ask, how did it go?
That is simple, but it tells you they were actually paying attention.
Exactly. And that can make a person feel more attractive because the interaction feels personal, not automatic.
It could also be the way someone reacts when you make a mistake. Maybe you say the wrong word or drop something, and instead of making you feel embarrassed, they make the moment feel easy.
That is attractive. Someone who makes an awkward moment less awkward.
A very useful skill when I am around.
You do give people a lot of practice.
I am helping everyone become more attractive.
But seriously, attraction can grow from little moments like that.
Sometimes it is even something difficult to explain. The way someone laughs, the way their face changes when they talk about something they love, or the energy they bring into a conversation.
Or the way they notice other people. Maybe they move over to make space for someone, say thank you naturally, or notice when another person is being left out.
None of those things sound dramatic on their own.
Right. But attraction is often built from several small moments, not one huge moment.
So we may not even know exactly when someone started becoming attractive to us.
Exactly. There may not be one clear reason. You just spend more time with them, notice more details, and gradually your feelings change.
A smile gets your attention, but then you notice the humor, the little reactions, the kindness, and the way the conversation feels.
And together, those small things can become much more powerful than any single feature.
Imagine you are at a friend's birthday party. There are two people I want you to notice. Alex and Sam. You have never met either of them before.
Okay. Alex and Sam. What are they like?
First, Alex comes over, starts a conversation, and quickly makes everyone laugh.
That sounds like someone people would enjoy meeting.
Alex tells interesting stories and speaks with confidence. But when someone else begins talking, Alex often interrupts and brings the conversation back to personal experiences.
So, whatever happened to you, something more exciting happened to Alex.
Pretty much. If you visited Japan, Alex visited Japan twice. If you met a famous person, Alex somehow had dinner with them.
Of course Alex did.
Then you start talking to Sam. Sam is also confident, tells jokes, and speaks easily with everyone.
So, what is different about Sam?
When someone mentions starting a new job, Sam asks about it and listens to the answer. When another guest is standing alone, Sam invites them into the conversation.
I see. Both Alex and Sam are confident and fun to talk to, but the conversations feel different.
Exactly. With Alex, you may spend most of the conversation listening to Alex. With Sam, you feel like you are actually part of the conversation.
And that changes the experience. Someone can be entertaining without making other people feel important.
Sam might also remember your name, ask a follow-up question, or notice when you have been quiet for a while.
Those things are small, but they make you feel seen.
Alex may make a stronger impression at first. The funny stories and confident voice are easy to notice.
But Sam may leave people feeling more comfortable and included.
So if you only spent 30 seconds with both of them, who would seem more attractive?
Maybe Alex. Confidence and humor can be very noticeable at first.
But after 30 minutes?
Sam. I would probably feel more comfortable talking to Sam.
And that difference matters. Attraction is not only about getting attention, it is also about what happens after you get someone's attention.
Sometimes the person who impresses everyone immediately is not the person people feel closest to later.
A strong first impression can affect how we judge someone. When a person seems funny and confident, we may also assume they are kind, thoughtful, or trustworthy.
Even when we do not really have enough information to know that yet.
There is a psychology idea called the halo effect. Psychologist Edward Thorndike described how one strong quality can shape our whole opinion of someone.
Someone looks confident, so we assume they are also smart, kind, or successful. But those qualities do not always come together.
It can happen very quickly. Imagine someone walks into a meeting wearing a great outfit and speaking confidently.
And immediately we think, this person definitely knows what they're doing.
Exactly. Maybe they do, but their clothes and confidence cannot actually tell us how responsible or trustworthy they are.
And they might be. The important point is that one positive quality can influence how we judge everything else. Can the halo effect work in the other direction too?
A similar problem can happen when one negative impression affects our whole opinion. Someone is quiet at a party and we decide they are unfriendly.
When maybe they are just nervous, tired, or new to the group.
First impressions help us make fast decisions, but they can hide important signs.
A beautiful smile cannot replace respect. Great clothes cannot replace honesty. A confident voice cannot replace real interest.
The opposite is also true. Feeling shy does not make you unattractive. One awkward moment does not define you.
Attraction can grow through small moments. Someone listens, keeps a promise, or treats others kindly.
Maybe they remember your coffee order. Maybe they check if you got home safely after a group event. Maybe they help someone when there is nothing to gain from it.
Those moments are usually not dramatic enough for social media. But in real relationships, they can matter much more.
Because over time, you stop asking, how impressive is this person? And start asking, how do I feel when I am around this person?
Do you feel comfortable, respected, heard? Can you relax and be yourself?
That attraction is less dramatic, but often more real. It becomes, I like who I am around you.
So if attraction is more than appearance, What can we actually do to become more attractive naturally? So, how can you become more attractive without trying to become a completely different person?
Start with the basics. Wear clean clothes, keep your hair neat, and choose something that feels comfortable. You do not need expensive products or the latest fashion.
People can usually tell when an outfit feels natural and when someone is wearing it only because it is popular online.
And taking care of yourself is different from trying to look perfect. The goal is simply to feel comfortable and ready for the situation.
If you are going to a coffee shop with friends, you probably do not need to spend 2 hours preparing like you are going to an awards show.
Then, when you are talking to someone, actually stay in the conversation. Put your phone away, make natural eye contact, and listen instead of preparing your next answer.
Natural eye contact, Jake. Not looking at someone until they become uncomfortable.
I was just showing strong interest.
You can simply ask, "What happened next?" or "How did you feel about that?" Small questions like these show that you are listening.
And notice the difference between asking questions and interviewing someone.
What do you mean?
If you ask question after question without sharing anything about yourself, the conversation can start to feel like a job interview.
So listen, ask questions, but also respond naturally. If someone tells you about a trip, maybe share a short related experience of your own.
Exactly. Good conversations move in both directions.
Another thing is how you treat people when you are not trying to impress them.
That can say a lot. How do you speak to a server, a classmate, a coworker, or someone who cannot do anything for you?
Kindness feels much more real when it is consistent.
And do not worry if you are not naturally confident. Confidence often develops when you speak clearly, keep your promises, and become more comfortable with who you are.
You also do not need to be the loudest person in the room. Quiet confidence can be attractive too.
What does quiet confidence look like?
Maybe you do not talk constantly, but when you speak, you mean what you say. You can admit when you do not know something. You do not need everyone to agree with you.
So confidence is less about performing and more about feeling secure enough to be yourself.
Exactly. You do not need to control every word or movement. People usually feel more comfortable when you are relaxed and genuinely interested in them.
So instead of trying too hard to look attractive, focus on taking care of yourself, listening well, treating people kindly, and making the interaction feel natural.
Because people may forget exactly what you wore or what you said, but they often remember how comfortable they felt around you.
And that may be one of the strongest forms of attraction. Appearance can create interest, but attraction grows through confidence, attention, kindness, and character.
You do not need to look perfect. Take care of yourself, stay present, and let your real qualities show.
The most attractive people are not always the ones we notice first. Sometimes, they're the ones we remember the longest.
What makes someone attractive to you? Confidence, humor, kindness, or something else? Let us know in the comments.
And if there is another topic you would like us to explore, leave your suggestion below. We would love to hear your ideas.
If you enjoyed this episode, you can save it or share it with someone who might enjoy it too. And if you would like to support our channel, remember to like the video and subscribe so you do not miss our next episode.
Thanks for spending time with us today.